It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Washington Commanders and the Indianapolis Colts. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll go again with Gibson. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. 73 yards. And the Commanders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Foles. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. One. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They'll run here with Taylor. And a reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Foles. Touchdown Colts. Mo Alley-Cox from 3 yards out. And the Colts are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. We are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once more, Gibson. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Gibson. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. These two teams all tied after one. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll try to throw now. Heineke. That is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Heineke now. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. Yeah. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. And he fires one that's intercepted. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing, Heineke. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Heineke. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Heineke to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Down inside the 10, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one, I think, where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 24, Heineke. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Heineke. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's got room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Waste of time.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Kendall Fuller, boy, no problems for him on that play defensively. Really nice tackle for loss.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
First throw into the hands of Pittman here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Here's Foles. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Foles throw caught by Pierce. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Heineke. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
3rd and long for Heineke. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 4th down, Heineke. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Commander's first down, and it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. And they'll throw again, Heineke. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw
it's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And he's got Pierce. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple more times.
What we got?
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Heineke. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do you do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Throwing on second down. Foles gets this to Campbell out on the right side. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. This will be caught at Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And no, wide left. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one. Well, we were prepping for overtime up here in the booth, partner. Thought for sure we were destined for OT. And then the chip shot field goal, no good at top wall.
Oh, without question, because when you're saying prepping,
it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And this time Willis will throw it. And right side, Henry's got it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, it's Willis. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy is covering you. He's usually pretty good, too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Willis. This will go to Henry out wide. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In motion is Austin Hooper. Third down, it's Willis. Buying time to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready?
Second down throw coming by Willis. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here's Henry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Interesting decision. I can see if you're on the 1-yard line, push it in, you're at home, but I don't know from this distance.
How far would you push it? 2-yard line, 3-yard line? Because we're beyond the 4. So this is what we're talking about now. This is a long way. And I know it's a disappointment to come away without getting a touchdown after that drive. But how about coming away with no points by going for it, not getting it? Bring out the field goal kicker, get 3, and move on.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Foles. He's got a man complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 51 yards. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Taylor with it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Foles. Catch made here by Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Under.
1st and 10, Taylor down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight.
Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On the counter, it's Henry. 7 yards there and a first down.
19 target. Warriors 17.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
18 target.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Willis looks to pass it here. That's going to be caught by C.J. Bird. There's some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Second down and 7.
19.
Second down, here's Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
19 right.
Willis out of the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields this way up at the 17. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Last play of the half, Willis. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Foles. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, in tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and that might be Titan football. It is. goes.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And some room to run now. Touchdown, Titans. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. On second and a yard, Foles. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And it's a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now 17-14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
3 yards remain for second down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Full's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. The play action fake, they'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 71 yards. And the Titans take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Bullock good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Hey, here we go, I got.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Foles rolling to his left. Looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Titans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
153 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. Man open his board. It's complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. Willis to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Faison. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. In motion comes the tight end left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, a 22. He'll look to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give left side to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
4th down, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And some room to work. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Vikings. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Foles hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
13.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Foles. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Oh, good move. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 2nd and 5 from the 8. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll run here with Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. A first throw for the backup, Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. So a great second effort there as he's able to stay upright and get into the end zone.
I think not just a second effort. I think a third effort was what got him in. Maybe possibly even a 4th.
Yeah, whatever it was, he was not going to be denied. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some marksmanship going on right now, because
touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson! That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On a return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Well, this has been a signature of his over a sensational career since entering the league back in 2008. And you can see still plenty of strength left in that arm for the former MVP.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
To throw, Cousins. And that will be incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Ryan. That ball caught by Campbell. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Ryan. That one finds Pierce right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Ryan. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Fourth down. Here's Ryan. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Ryan able to connect with Michael Pittman. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing, Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On the move to his left. This is caught at the 20. A big play there for Indy. And even 50 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few.
And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Ryan to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now it's Ryan. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
20.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking for Campbell downfield. This is intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining. And what will be the final action of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. 2nd half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will not be returned, so the 2nd half begins with a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offense. And it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. Crossover at the 25. That's another 1st down as they bring up 23 more on that.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect. They'll try to pick up another 1st down.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. 1st and 10, Taylor now. They take over here following the interception. That's the good. There he goes left side. He's at the 40, 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90+ and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 34-yard line. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 34 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Cousins will try and throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Play action. It's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Colts. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They coming off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Play action now. Cousins. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Fourth down, Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Ryan connecting on his fourth touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Colts get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 41 yards. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the 6. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go play action with Ryan. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Cousins on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. In motion, the tight end. They go play action now. Ryan. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Ryan wants to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brandon Faison.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
On first down, Ryan. The toss here completed to Pittman. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game...